Hi everyone, and welcome back to Linguistic Oasis. Today we have part one of our video on common English words and phrases used in job interviews. That's why I got the jacket on. You always want to dress up for the job that you're going for. Now, there are already many YouTube videos on how to interview and interview strategies. So today we're going to make sure that you know some of the main English words and phrases that you'll encounter in your interview. Now, many of these words we'll cover have multiple meanings in English, so it can be really confusing. And you want to make sure you understand what the interviewer is asking you so you don't answer the wrong question. That'll really hurt your chances of getting the job. Okay, let's get into some vocabulary. A position is a job, a specific job. Now, position usually describes the shape of something. For example, my hand is in a fist position, but here it just means job. We say, I am interviewing for the position of sales manager. The word opening is used as in we have a job opening, same as a position. But opening has the flavor of a new position. A new position has just opened up. Now, the word opening is typically used for a hole in something, like there's an opening in my shirt. But here it means job. Opportunity is another word for job. We have some good opportunities here in this company right now. But it also means the possibility of something good happening in general. The stock market is full of opportunities right now. A promotion, or to be promoted, is when you move up to a better job. George got a promotion to group leader. Or as a verb, I got promoted to vice president yesterday. And of course, promote has another meaning. To promote something also means to advertise or publicize it. That restaurant is having a big promotion this weekend, half-price dinners. So all the words I've mentioned so far have multiple meanings, depending on how they are used. Now, you probably know the word resume. I only mention it because most of the world uses CV. Resume is a particularly American usage. It's kind of like how we call soccer the sport where the rest of the world calls it football. Profession is a field of work, the teaching profession. Professional has two meanings, as an adjective or as a noun. It describes work that is above a certain quality. The builder did a professional job on this house. Or, she is a real estate professional. Career also has two meanings. It's the whole body and history of your work. My career has had its ups and downs. Or, as an adjective, he is a career politician, which means he spent his whole career in politics. Career track is the path that your career is on. I'm in a mostly creative career track as opposed to a management career track. Engagement is a word that's very much used these days. It's the degree or level that employees or customers participate with the company. Our workers are highly engaged with us. And on the other side, Bill has been disengaged lately, which means he's not participating. And of course, the other meaning, you know that when people decide to get married, they become engaged. So don't get that one confused during the interview. Qualifications are the skills that you have and the things you're able to do. They also mean the educational certifications and diplomas you've received. Qualifications are skill sets. You'll hear, she is a highly qualified .NET developer. Now, some industries combine these terms. For example, a certified public accountant, CPA. Mary is a CPA. This means that she has passed the CPA exam, which is a big deal, but also that she is a certain level of accountant that she can run accounting operations in a company. Let's talk about skills. Skills are almost the same as qualifications. They're the things you can do. And we have hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are technical qualifications like he's a .NET developer or a CPA or a PMP, like I said a minute ago. They often require training, education, and passing some kind of an exam. Now, soft skills are non-technical qualifications, like the ability to communicate well with others, or to convince people to do something, or to run a meeting smoothly. Requirements are qualifications needed by the job or position or opening. You'll usually see a requirements section in every job listing, which describe the qualifications needed to do the job successfully. Responsibilities are the items that you must do or attend to when something happens at work. These are a big part of your job. For example, a website programmer must create the website, but she is also responsible for fixing any issues and problems that come up, fixing bugs, backing up the data, and any number of 6 other things that she might have to do. Those are her responsibilities. These should always be discussed in a job interview. It's a really good question. When they ask you, what questions do you have? Say, what are some other responsibilities I have that aren't in the job description? A recruiter is someone who finds people jobs. They may work for the hiring company or for a recruiting firm. And I recommend that you get to know a couple of recruiters during your job search because they spend all day trying to get people jobs, usually in the field, in one or two fields. So they are very, very familiar, more so than anybody, about what is happening in this field of work. And they may bring jobs to you that you wouldn't have or otherwise known about. Now, these next two terms go together. Commitment, or to be committed to. This is your level of caring and dedication to completing something. Are you committed to succeeding here? We also say all in. Are you all in on this job? Now, be careful with your answer here because saying yes to that kind of a question you could be signing yourself up to 50, 60-hour work weeks for the next number of months and at a high stress level. The related term is balance. This is how evenly time is allotted in your life. We talk about a work-life balance. That's another term you hear very common. This is a very important issue. Many companies are looking for workers who are willing to work more than the typical 40 hours per work week. So answering a question with, I would like a good work-life balance, might disqualify you from some jobs. But other companies genuinely care that their employees have a good work-life balance. And they're looking for people who are also looking for that because they want to keep them for a good many years or even their whole entire career. The result of a bad work-life balance is becoming burnt out, which is when you're ready to quit, you don't care, you just want a break. Another side effect of all this is stress. You can define it by saying stress is the worry caused in a difficult situation. It's also the result of a poor work-life balance and or the result of a bad company culture and or environment. We'll talk about those in part 2 of the video. Okay, well, we don't want to get too stressed out or burnt out, so we'll end part 1 of the video here. Look for part 2 to come out soon, where we'll get into company culture, as I mentioned. Give us a like if this was helpful to you, and good luck to you. Go out and crush that interview. That's what we say. Let us know how you did. Take care.